Hello all, welcome to Selenium Python Training Series. In this session, as part of Selenium WebDriver, I'm going to practically demonstrate how to find multiple elements on the web page using Selenium. So let's get started. In Selenium Python, in order to find multiple elements on the web page, we have to use a command known as find_elements command. Okay. Earlier, in the previous sessions of this series, we have seen one command known as find_element command. Okay, here only one element. This particular find element command can only find only one element at a time. Whereas you have one more command known as find elements. This S is extra, guys. Okay, this find elements, unlike find element, will be finding multiple elements. Okay, it's capable of finding multiple elements. How? So to this find elements, we have to provide a locator. Okay. To this find elements, we have to pass a locator which is capable enough in locating multiple elements. Let me practically show you all this stuff, guys, so that it will be more easy for you. This is how we have to use find elements driver.find elements. Okay, to find multiple elements on the web page. So let's go with the practical demonstration so that this command will be more easy for you to understand. For that, I'll switch to this PyCharm IDE where we already have some sample Selenium Python code already written for opening the Firefox browser, for maximizing the browser window, and for opening this application URL in the browser. Like this, guys. I'll open this application and open this application URL. That is ome.blogspot.com. Now, I want to create a locator which has the capability of not returning only one element, but multiple elements. Let me create one XPath expression for you, which can, give you a list of elements for you. Okay. So I'll select this and inspect this option. So when I inspect this multi-selection box field here, I'm getting an ID, guys. Under this select, there are multiple options. You see option 1, option 2, option 3, option 4. 4 options are there. There is Volvo, Swift, Hyundai, and Audi. All these 4 options I want to retrieve and print in the output console. That's the requirement. So how to create an XPath expression which can return you all these 4 options. So I'll copy this ID, guys. I'll copy this ID. Select tag is there. ID is there. I'll simply say Control F double flash select. At the rate ID is equal to give that ID of that multi-selection box field. So this is only returning one element. You see this particular XPath expression is only returning one element. Now what I'm going to do is under this select, there is an option tag. Okay, the multiple options are there. Simply say /option. Now press enter. Now when you press enter, it's saying 1 of 4, 2 of 4, 3 of 4, 4 of 4. That means this single XPath expression is able to return you how many elements? 4 elements, where each and every element is nothing but an option. Volvo option, so you can see on the UI, guys. Okay, Volvo option, Swift option, Hyundai option, and Audi option. These are the 4 options. Okay, Volvo, Swift, Hyundai, Audi. So this XPath expression is giving you or returning you multiple elements, that is 4 elements. Copy this such kind of XPath expression and pass it to the command, that is driver.find element. Instead of element, even though you pass this XPath expression which is capable enough in returning multiple elements, not a single element, the find element only will take the first element out of that. Okay. If you pass this XPath expression can return multiple elements to the find element, right? It will only consider the first option. But if you pass the same XPath expression to this driver.find elements, if you pass, okay, elements, if you pass this by.xpath, the same way, the way you have used find element, right? You are going to use find elements. Here you have to provide the XPath expression, type of the locator, and double quotes give the XPath expression which can return you multiple elements. Okay. So now this find elements is going to return you multiple elements in the form of a list of web elements. Hover the mouse on this find elements, you'll get the return type as list of web element. Okay. It's not a single web element. Instead, it is a list of web elements, guys. Here I'll write down options. Okay, it's not option, right? It's options. Multiple options are there, so I'll say options. Now, this is nothing but a list, right? List of web elements. It's a list. In Python, how to work with the list? We can use a for loop, right? For I'll say O in options or option in options. Anything you can write here. Option in options or O in options or whatever you can write. You can give any name for this variable and just click on print of option. If I say option, it will print the web element, guys, but I don't want the web element. I want the, okay, in this each and every option is a web element being written. But in this, I want to get the text between the tags. Whatever the text that is there in between the tags of this option, I want to retrieve that. So to get the text, I have to use a command known as web element dot text command. If you know, in the previous sessions, I covered this text command, which will retrieve the text between the HTML tags of that particular element. I'm I'm not printing the web element, rather I'm printing the text that is there between the tags of this web element, guys. Okay. So like this, I have to write the code, guys, and simply say driver.bit and run this script, guys. It will be a bit fast, but in the output you will get all the 4 options. Okay, all the 4 options will be displayed in the output console. You see the script is running now. You'll open the Firefox browser, maximize the browser window. It will open the application URL, and using this find elements, it will find multiple elements written by this XPath expression in this example. And with the help of for loop, okay, for each loop, we'll be able to retrieve. You see, all the 4 options got retrieved and printed: Volvo, Swift, Hyundai, and Audi. Okay. So this is how we can use find elements in place of the find element, which can only locate one element, whereas find elements can locate multiple elements. Okay. So, and also you can find how many options are there. Okay. So before printing this many number of options, okay, I want to print a number of options. Okay. There is a len command. If you remember with the list, we can use len command. Simply say len of options. It will print you the number of options in that particular list. 4 options are there. 4 will be printed in the output console. After 4 got printed, it will print all the options that are there in the multi-selection box field. Let's wait for the script to run and close. The browser should open, maximize, it will open and close finally. And you see how many options are there? 4 options. Okay, len of options is written in 4. And what else? What else we can do? Okay, I'll give you one more example of using these find elements, guys. For example, I'll go to this tutorialsenja.com/demo, and from there I'll go to one page. Let's say I'll go to one of the page like HP page. HP, click on this HP and go to this link. I'll just copy this link, guys. Okay. In this link, there are multiple HTML elements are there. For example, here you see this HP link is a hyperlink. Okay. A lot of hyperlinks are there on this page, guys. Okay. Including this footer options and all. Everything is hyperlink. I want to retrieve all the hyperlinks on this page. So what I have to do is I want to print the URLs of each and every hyperlink on the page. For that, what I will do is here, after going to this application URL page from where I want to retrieve all the hyperlinks, the URLs of the different hyperlinks on the page if I want to retrieve, what I will do is I will simply say driver.find elements. Here instead of by.xpath, let's give by.xpath only. And here instead of giving // and some xpath, give /a, guys. That means all the elements on the page which have the anchor tag, that means hyperlinks only, right, will be retrieved, and it will be multiple things, right? Okay, if I show you here, let me inspect one of this option, and here in the HTML code, I'll simply say Control F and say /a. You see how many hyperlinks are coming? 1 of 84. So there's something wrong in this normal way of this actually searches for A, guys. Okay, /a is an API. This is not HTML, right? So the best way to do is use selector sub or something. When you enter, this is not the real number, guys. It's not the real number. So we have to install some tool like selector sub. Selector sub. Go to selector sub. So sometimes what happens is the general text box field okay will not work fine. Okay, will not work fine. So for that you have to install selector sub in your browser. So mine is Chrome browser. Let me download and install the selector sub. Okay, let me install that. Add to Chrome. Add extension. Add it. Now let's see. Let me close all the unnecessary stuff and let me go to the, okay, it's not coming still. It's there, but let me just close this browser once and open it again. Oh, let me go to this, which page? HP page, right? Let me go to the HP page on this link. Now, once I go there, I'll inspect somewhere here. I click inspect, and here I click on this and select selector sub here. Now here I will type the XPath expression that I am talking about, /a, and press enter. Here 81 is coming, but the same thing if I have done here /a, it's giving me 84. That means only 81 are valid here. Okay, out of 84, 81 are the real hyperlinks, you can say. Let me expand this and see. Okay. You see, these are all the hyperlinks. You see, all the 81 hyperlinks are there on this page. So /a will give you 81 hyperlinks. With selector sub, we can find the proper count, guys. Okay, sometimes with Google Chrome DevTools options, right, I will not get the correct count of how many hyperlinks are there. In that case, you can go with this kind of thing. And now I want to find how many hyperlinks are there first. Okay, so I will simply say these are links, right? I'll simply say links. Okay, and here I'll say print of links. How many hyperlinks are there on the page? Let me find it out first. Let's say there is a situation where someone is asking you how many hyperlinks are on the page. Then you have to write this kind of logic. I'm using find elements only, guys, and I'm passing the XPath expression, which is capable enough in returning multiple elements on the page. And that count of links in that particular links list I'm printing here in the output console. Just wait for a while. Okay. Sorry, I have forgot to provide len of links. Okay. So otherwise you'll not get, all the links are getting printed in the list format here. So I have to say len of links, then only we'll get the output. Let me run this again. This time we'll get the count of the hyperlinks. That should be 81, right? 81 hyperlinks should be printed in the output console. Yeah, 81 or something around 82 is coming. That's fine. Let's see. So now I'll write on for link in links. Okay, for link in links, here I'll say print of link dot get attribute of href attribute. Okay, I want to print the URL of that particular hyperlink. Okay, let's run this code and see what's happening. All the hyperlinks URLs should be printed in the output console, guys. Okay, whatever that 81 or 82 are there, right? All the hyperlinks URLs should be printed in the output console with this logic. Okay, it's taking some time. Some exception came, guys. What is the exception? Let's see. None, none. Tail element reference exception. I'm not clicking on that, but why I'm getting this? Okay. Fine. There are some problems here in this URL. Let's give another website URL otherwise. Okay, omega.blogspot.com I'll give. Let's not deviate ourselves, okay, at this level. Let's see how many hyperlink URLs are there, how many hyperlinks are there, and how many. For each and every hyperlink, the URLs should be printed in the output console. Let's see. The browser is closing. That's fine. Yeah, it's closing. You see, there are 27 URLs, guys. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. And for someone, URLs are not there. Okay, there are hyperlinks, but they don't have href attribute values. Okay. So these are the list of the URLs that got printed. Like this, guys, we can do a lot with find elements. These are few examples at a high level I covered in this session. But if you play with these find elements with a different type of elements, different type of images and all those stuff, right? So you'll be able to create a different type of XPath expressions which are capable enough in returning multiple elements. And you have to pass that kind of XPath expressions or any locator types to this kind of find elements, which will be finding multiple elements. And with the help of this for loop and all, by playing with the list, right, you'll be able to do whatever you want to do. Okay. Or handle multiple elements on the web page, you can do that. Okay, find and handle multiple elements on the web page, we can achieve that. So hope guys you understood how to use find elements. I have provided a lot of examples in this session, guys. Okay, so that much is enough. So that's all for this session. See you in the next session. Thank you. Bye bye.